click is ETG. Eat the goose. Eat the goose. Yeah,
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Don't shoot. Which I need some proof. Just watch my videos, man.
Video and then,
2 racks a
just
week.
showing all your 2,500. I said, okay. All right, that's me with that.
68 hours, so it was $2,075.60.
I work like 70, I don't remember, like 73, 74 hours. I made like 3,400, close to 3,500.
I made $2,001.
62 hours, and I had 2,400.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge, man. Here we have my boy Chris. Chris, give him a quick introduction. Let him know which market you're driving in and which platform or platforms you drive on.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Chris Lopez from the 505, and we all the way live. Just here to do another interview with Ronnie Spee over here. Thank you for all of your motivation and everything that you give to the people. And again, yeah, just appreciate you for all of your motivational speeches.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. And for the audience, because people gonna be watching this from all over the country, they gonna be like, "What the hell is the 505?"
Oh yeah, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
All right, yeah. Shout out to New Mexico. I don't think I interviewed somebody from New Mexico. I could be wrong, but I don't recall. So shout out to you for hitting 2 racks in New Mexico. Wow. So it's always a first. So let's get like a little quick, background information, a backstory about yourself. How did you get into doing Uber or Lyft or whatever? And you said you do both platforms, right?
Yeah, Lyft and Uber.
Yeah. So how did you get started? Mm-hmm.
So it all started when I was looking for a really good job with the city. I have about 10 years in security officer as my background. So I've been doing that for about 10 years, and I ended up getting a really good job that it took me about 6 months to get into with the city. And what ended up happening was I was just looking for like a side hustle, and that's what ended up happening because I was familiar with like the DoorDash and the Grubhub, and those ones just weren't really cutting it. I didn't really want to be a driver, so I was looking for like a good side hustle where I could just plug in, plug out, and ended up finding your videos and saw the whole 2 racks a week challenge, and so I was doing it part time for about 2 months, and I really seen the potential in it, and I ended up just quitting my job that had the good benefits, the great the PTO, retirement. I ended up getting rid of that just so I can go full time doing this because I seen the potential in this. And I come from a small city where we ain't really got too much touristic background over here. It's not really a big city either. We don't have no major sports teams here, no beaches, no Six Flags here. And I wanted to come on here to inspire someone who's looking to get into a good side hustle or a good full-time hustle, that even in a small city like mine, I do pretty good. Like throughout the whole week, I'll probably average about $28 an hour, including with when you include the tips and the bonuses. Yeah, it averages out for about $28 every week. And I've tested this market for about 4 months now. So if you live in a bigger city, I just want to inspire someone who is in a better market, that they can achieve really good numbers if they just really put their mind to it.
Well, shout out to you, man. And I like hearing that because a lot of people, they don't believe that they can actually do it in the first place, and especially like in a smaller market. And I always say, man, you got to go out there, test your market, and most importantly, test yourself, because you never know what's truly capable of. I think a lot of people, they just make excuses like, oh, well, I'm in a smaller market. That's not possible here. as if they truly would know. But man, you know, in that monologue, you mentioned, you know, a lot of interesting things. First and foremost, I want to, like I said, congratulate you for hitting 2 racks. And you mentioned that you you said security, right?
Yeah, I was doing security for about 10 years, and I finally just wanted to get me a good security job that had the benefits. So I ended up going in with the city. They give unlimited overtime, and with them, I could easily make the 2 racks a week. Also with them, but
Yeah.
I'm obligated to be certain places at a certain time, and now I just get more flexibility to spend time with my wife, my 3 kids, and we
Mm,
get to we're going to Universal Studios next month, and we're just getting ready for that. And just
okay.
the flexibility of it all, being able to go to church when I want, being able to go to sporting games because I got 3 kids, so they have sports, and I want to be a part of their lives, and just that flexibility and being able
Mhm.
to accomplish your goals is all, what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I agree with that. But for let's say, you know, the people's gonna be watching this, even let's say they haven't even started driving, or some random person just came across this video, a lot of people may look at you like, Chris, you sound crazy as hell for giving up on, you know, giving up or quitting your 9 to 5 to drive
Yeah.
Uber. Like, why would you do that? Or, you know, you said you gave up the retirement, the health benefits, and like what was the mindset? What was the thought process, you know, behind that? Just for the viewers who may look at you like you crazy as hell.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it was just the whole being that one thing I really liked about it is that I don't have to wait 14 days to receive a paycheck. I can.
Mm,
So one thing I'm really doing is I'm putting money in my savings every single day. So like what the way I'd like to do it is I'll work from like 5 a.m. to about 9 a.m. Rack up a quick $100 and some dollars, put that in my savings, go home, go to the gym. One thing I like about this job is that it makes you go to the gym, because if you're just driving all day, like you're
yeah.
gonna be feeling like a slob.
Oh hell
So,
yeah.
so by not between, I noticed between over here between like 9 and noon, it's like really dead. So I use that time to go work my body out, go to the gym, get my mind right, go back home, take a shower, eat, get some food, and get back on the road. And I'll do it from like noon to about 6,
Hmm.
and easily I can make like 250 just doing that.
Okay, just a day or just from noon to 6?
Like so I'll do from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then
Yeah.
I'll take my 3 hour break, and then I'll do it from like noon to 6, noon to 7.
Okay.
So I'll split it up. So
Yeah. All
that's
right. All
about
right.
what, four plus six. That's about 10, 11 hours that I'll
Yeah.
probably do
Yeah.
a day.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, not too shabby. And man, that's why I like, you know, driving, because the flexibility, man, is it's second to none, because you could do whatever you want. You could create whatever strategy that you like for myself. You don't really have to do what I suggest. You figure out what works for you. And
yeah,
yeah, the gym is definitely, you know, crucial. It's definitely important, and it
yeah,
also helps you, you know, stay disciplined, keep you focused, and make you feel good. Because one
yeah,
thing I noticed, like if you're not working out, especially if you're driving, if you start to eat, you know, bad food, eat like shit, it's gonna continue. It's also gonna make you feel worse. So
exactly.
let's say you're working out, of course, naturally you're gonna feel better about yourself. Then you just
Yeah,
gotta, you know, good workout, good pump in. You're gonna want to eat a little bit healthier, and you eat healthy, and you really gonna feel better about yourself, and it's gonna give you more energy, and then continue the whole process of you, you know, being able to put that 10, 11, you know, 12 hours in. So in reality, it's a snowball effect, and everything counts. You know, every little thing counts, man, from your diet, from your goals, your strategy, you know, all that stuff matters. A lot of people, they don't really, you know, look into that or care.
yeah.
All right, cool, man. And so you said you've been doing this about what, two? You said 2.5, 3 months?
I started it in February. It was January actually. I started in January just from watching your videos, and I just tested the market, and I realized I was like, dang, this good security job that I have right now is holding me back. So I was like, I really just, I believe like no offense to anyone who works a job, but I feel like I don't want to just be an employee my whole life. Like that's just how I feel. And I
Mm,
want to use Uber and Lyft as leverage so that I can be able to start with my future goals and 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 because I have about 2 to 3 business ideas I want to start pretty soon within the next calendar year and yeah, I feel like this is gonna be able to really help me to do it because like I said, I really want to be able to accomplish my goals and just take it one step at a time.
absolutely, man. And that's kind of how I was, when I was working. I start to drive and I start to, think a little bit bigger because at the time when I was working, I was probably making like around 300 plus, no, we'll say anywhere from $300 to $400 a week. So when I get, paid bi-weekly, like you, I was probably getting like $700, just crumbs. And I
Yeah,
started to drive and I was like making 800, maybe 12, eventually like 1,200 a week. And I'm like, damn, man, you just start to think bigger. You're like, man, hold up, man. It's opportunity doing this, and it all comes from me putting in the work and just remaining, disciplined and structured. So I totally agree with you on that. Uh, one last thing about quitting your job. What did friends or family? What did they say when you quit the job? Because I know some of them's like, "What?" They probably thought you was getting high or something.
no, absolutely. Yeah, so that was the whole thing about it was just the mindset. I feel like I'm not like the average. I see a lot bigger in myself, and I
Yeah.
want to see a lot bigger for my wife and my kids, and I want to see them I want them to see me more around off my actions and but yeah, that was just it goes back to the mindset, just wanting more for yourself and I seen the potential of it. I just watched your videos and I seen like okay, you can really use this as leverage and put money in your savings every day. And then if you think about it, if you put $100 in your savings every single day for a calendar year, that's $36,000. So
Mm,
that's like my goal right now is just to save up for for not only a rainy day, but save up for an investment that I want
right.
to partake in the future. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, and I like that, man, because that's what I mentioned earlier, like setting goals. I think most people, let's say you are working a job, most people it tend to be kind of like mindless. Like you just show up, you already know what the task for the day is. You go through the routine, then you come home, you just relax, and that's about it. But now you're doing this. Now it forces you to think. If you care about your life, it'll force you to think and set some goals, and that's the benefits of being disciplined, putting in the work is because now if you put in the work, one, you feel good about yourself. Two, you start to make more money, and especially if it's more money that you were making at your job, and you start to think differently. So, okay, now I could have opportunity. I could allocate some of this money to my dreams. Another opportunity or whatever industry or career path, whatever you choose to do. So, that when people talk about, oh well, look how many hours, or that's not worth it, that's dumb. The company they take about 70%. Like you looking at it the wrong way because what else you gonna do? I mean, you could
Yeah,
stay at the job that you hate and go through that, and they gonna do the same thing. I mean, that's just how business works. Or you could get out here, um, make the 2 racks because realistically speaking, how many jobs can you get? Well, most people can get right now without any type of significant education, skill set, or relationship to get hired by a company that can make 2 racks a week. Relatively soon, like within, if you get, let's say you apply, you go to the application, let's say it take 2 weeks, a month, whatever the case is, then you could go out there and really make $2,000 or more
yeah.
that next week. How many jobs can you do that?
Not many, and then not only that is that you get paid the same day, and that's one thing that intrigued me also is that because I feel like
Yeah,
it like does something to my mind where like if
yeah,
I see it in my account, then it like on a daily basis, seeing the progress on a daily basis, I can track my goals faster.
mm,
What and then if I could have got the same numbers if I had just stayed at my city job, but I feel like it was just being able to see the numbers every day is like it was like reverse psychology to me in a sense.
Hell yeah. And I like the fact that you said that because you could track your goal faster and you
Yeah,
start to,
absolutely.
you start to think different. And that, that's why I like doing these calls. And that's one thing I noticed because you start to come across, like-minded individuals who do think like this. And I think, of course, I'm biased, but that's the proper way to think about it. Like, who cares? I don't care what they taking or what their cut is because I don't plan on doing this for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I
yeah, I
don't plan
don't.
on doing this forever, but I hear what you're saying. Like you want to use this as leverage so that you can accomplish your big goals, and this is a
Yeah,
good stepping stone. I believe it could do a lot of good for a lot of people.
absolutely. So before we, go down into like the more, goal oriented, task, let's talk about, the whole readaptation process. Like you quit your job, now you are driving, full time, both apps.
Yep.
How long did it take you to, I guess, adjust to, being like more self reliant, like creating your own schedule, going out there at certain times? Talk about, the adjustment. Yeah, talk about the adjustment first, and I'll give you another question after.
Yeah, the adjustment was I adjusted pretty good. Um, so I was working my city job and Uber together within like 2 weeks
Hmm.
together, and I seen the potential in this. So um I right away realized like I just called my wife one morning. I was like, yeah, babe, I think I'm gonna quit my city job because I feel like this is I feel like I'm like a normal person. Like I feel like I'm like I, I see a lot higher in myself, and
Mm.
I want to see us grow, and I think this could help us reach our goals faster. So I kind of put her on. So she started seeing me doing pretty good at it, making 15 to $1,800 a week. Never really made the 2 racks a week until recently, but she saw me doing it, and then when we went out to Vegas probably about a month ago, um, we were getting Ubers, and she saw like some girls giving us rides, and it kind of inspired her too. So now she's kind of helping me out, baby. If you're watching this, I love you and thank you for all your support. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, like she's been kind of been inspired too. So now we're working at it together, and we're both reaching our goals like a lot faster. Like it just got cut in half. So
Hell
these
yeah.
wheels are always turning at the end of the day. But that readjustment though, she I adjusted pretty good to it. She adjusted it. We love our schedule. We love being able to be with our families whenever like something goes on. I don't have to call my boss
Yeah.
and ask him if I can go to my son's student of the month
Right.
uh
Right.
ceremony. Like we both adjusted really good to it.
Oh, so it wasn't like, Chris, you gonna do what? You gonna drive? Do what, boy? You better stay
Yeah,
at the.
she believes in me, so I appreciate her for all that. So
Good man.
that was one thing about it is she said if you're gonna want to quit your job, I believe in you, and here we are.
Man, that's a beautiful thing because a lot of people they latch on um, to like these certain job titles or this sense of
Yeah,
security,
exactly.
and I
The
think
title, that's what they want.
yeah,
The
the
title.
title, and they miss out on the most important thing, which is you
Take care
wanted
of your
more for
family.
yourself. You
Yeah.
believe that you much more capable of staying at this job, and you will have greater ambitions and aspirations to do greater things, and she porting you through that process. I think that's a great thing, man, because a lot of people they don't look at like driving Uber like what the fuck.
Yeah, like
Sound
Uber and Lyft,
crazy.
like I'm a Uber driver. It's not the sexiest title, but it pays the bills and you can stack your bread up quick.
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah. So for her to get out there and see it now, you said she does it as well, right?
Yeah,
And both of
she's
y'all
full
out
time
here getting
also.
it.
And
Yeah. So
yeah, and
like, mhm.
we have a 1 year old. So when I'm out, when I'm out, she's at home. When she's out, I'm at home. So we're always taking care of the kids, and we're still there for our family, and we get it going.
Yeah, not yeah, real quick. Like, so once she got out there and she started to drive, what are some of the things that she noticed as far as like the flexibility, the earning potential? Like, was it just more so like a confirmation, like, oh, I see why you wanted to do this? Like, what did she say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was super hyped about it. So
Mm-hmm.
before she started doing the Uber and Lyft, she was doing the Amazon Flex,
Okay,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
one she got to like hunt and look for the the little shifts, little 4 hour shifts, and she would like have to hunt. But now she's like, babe, I'm gonna get home, and after I'm done making dinner, I'm gonna get on the road. I was like, okay. And so yeah, she loves the flexibility, not having to hunt for
Yeah.
shifts, and they were like it pays good sometimes on the Amazon Flex, but overall like it just doesn't compare to rideshare. So
Right.
yeah, she likes it a lot, and she adjusted real quick to it, and it took her probably about 2 days, and she was rocking and rolling.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See y'all out here getting it now. Y'all setting goals together, saving and both y'all on the same page and y'all can support one another. And I think that's the most important thing is having somebody, to truly, support you in general, but just support you while you're driving Uber and Lyft because a lot of people they don't look at this as a real job, quote unquote.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. Yeah,
but
they don't look at it as a real job, or like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you leave your city job for a title?
yeah, oh
If
yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Real quick, if you don't mind sharing at the city job, how much were you earning bi-weekly, at the city job compared to now?
So at the city job, I was grossing about 35 to 4 racks every 2 weeks, because over there at my city job we get unlimited overtime. We can
Oh,
work
okay, okay.
16s every single day if we choose to. Um, but yeah, it just so I could have made the same money over there, but it's just like I gotta wait 14 days, and then um yeah,
And
yeah, like
overtime.
and overtime. Yeah, all the overtime was pretty good too. But yeah, I don't regret it. I have no regrets on
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and
I
I'm
don't
happy I
blame
did it.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
so
Hey,
just
man,
being my
whatever.
own boss is what it's about.
Yeah, yeah. I 100% agree with that. A lot of people they'll stay at these jobs just for the money
Yeah,
and not but there are people who want something greater out of life than just sitting at a job that they really not passionate about or that they really don't enjoy
yeah,
or that they're not happy at and especially just for a check it's like shit I could get up out of here and I could drive be on my own time be on my own freedom and I think that's the most
yeah.
rewarding thing I know that's the most rewarding thing that's why people get into this in the first place because people they want to be on their own time.
Exactly. And then if I want that retirement, I'm obligated to live here in one of the worst cities, crime rate wise.
Mm,
Uh, so I'm obligated to the state living here, and
yeah.
in the future, definitely want to go to a more safer place. But yeah, I'm obligated to stay here for 30 years, and then like yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to s- spread my wings and
Yeah,
get out the nest. Yeah.
absolutely. I agree with that. All right, and before we even get to like the earnings, you know, how yeah, what were like the first couple weeks? Because you said that you was making like 1,500 to 1,800. The first few weeks or first couple months. How long did it take for you to start hitting those numbers?
I started hitting the 1,500 to 1,800 right away.
Okay,
So my first day, I started listening to you right at 6 in the morning. I remember my first day when I quit my job, I started listening to you and just trying to stay motivated. And I
okay,
tested my market out over and over again. And I've been averaging about 28 and some change every single week on Uber, because I use Uber a lot more often. But Lyft, I've been on the Lyft app more recently because there's been a lot more better bonuses over there. So I've
yeah.
been sticking out to both of them, and but yeah, that first day I started listening to your videos, and yeah, I was all in,
Yeah, I like the
staying
fact.
motivated, bro.
Yeah, I like the fact that you said that you was all in. I think
Yeah,
a lot of people they get into this, they 1 foot in, maybe 1 foot out. They kind of skeptical.
yeah.
They don't know what to do. They not all in, but you just was all in and you listen. Do you remember exactly something I said that really had like an impact on you and inspired that to like put the work in?
No, I just remember when I heard about your channel, like I was just looking up like Uber Pay, Uber, how much is Uber Pay? Just I found your content. It was pretty entertaining. Not it wasn't just like it wasn't boring or anything. So I was watching it, and yeah, and then always I clicked on your profile and I went to your videos, looked to the most popular ones, and I just seen all the two racks will be two racks will be two racks will be. I'm like, oh shit, you could really make a bag on this, and I tested it out in Albuquerque over here just to see what it was like, and you can easily make that out here, and it's not a big
Yeah.
city either. You can get anywhere in 20 minutes, and we do have a convention center, so people come
Hmm.
in from other cities to come out here. So I do get a lot of airport runs and people out here for work and just different things. But yeah, dude, I can't. I,
Hell
this is
yeah.
probably the best decision I made, bro.
Yeah,
Can't even lie.
I'm looking up the population of Albuquerque right now. It said
Like
half a million.
560.
Yeah,
Yeah,
561. Well, in 2021, I mean 2022, 560. We can say 557,000. So half a
yeah.
million people. So it's not even a huge city, man. And you still was able to make, two racks a week. Got out there the, first couple of weeks was making, $1,500 to $1,700. So now this what everybody want. Like, okay, well,
And
how
then,
much did he make?
and this was me not even really trying that hard. I wasn't doing the 12 hours every single day. I was doing probably 10, maybe 10 hours a day. So altogether, I was probably doing about 60 some hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't trying my
Like I
hardest though.
said.
But if I really wanted to make 2 grand a week, I can go out there. And I can go and make that at the end of the day.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Like I say in my
and
song.
another thing about it is just from some of my passengers, I've already inspired like two, three of my passengers to because like I always ask them, why don't you do this? And they're like, oh, I don't have a car. And then I started putting them on game. Like if you go get yourself a rental, so
Yeah.
I'll show them the process how to get a rental on Uber. And it's like if you break it down, it's like $34 a day. So at the end of the day, you don't have no excuse to not make any bread out here.
Right. Yeah, exactly, man. And there's so many opportunities and I don't have a car. Well, now they got a solution for that. So,
Yeah. And that's what
it's
ended up happening. When I was doing security at one of my posts, I met this guy. He's actually one of my good friends now. We hang out all the time, and he's the same age as me, and he's young, ambitious. He moved out here, and he had nothing. He just wanted to start brand new because he's a boxer, and we're kind of known for our MMA gyms and our boxing
okay.
gyms out here. So
Oh
he
yeah.
moved out here homeless, just started fresh, no car, basically not barely any money at all, and I told him about the Uber game like right away, and th- uh, I've seen this boy start off with nothing, and he panhandled his way to a couple $100. Um,
uh-huh.
he had a clean record. He didn't do no drugs or anything, and
Uh-huh.
he bought himself a Nissan Rogue just recently, and but it took a while for him to get his license plate. So before he got his license plate, he had to go through the rental process, and
Hmm.
with the money he panhandled or got support from, I don't know where he got his money from, but he was able to get himself a rental. But long story short, he got himself
Hmm.
a rental, and he started from the bottom, and now he got himself a Nissan Rogue, and
Hell
he
yeah.
he's gonna be on the channel next. He's gonna be on
I
here
hope
next.
so. Yeah,
I guarantee it.
that's gonna be an epic story because that's pretty much what I'm preaching on this channel, man. Everybody want like, oh, what's the secret method? How can I make 2 racks a week? Or easy readapting, visioning, levitating. Like your friend,
Yeah,
like came homeless, got a couple dollars. Now you in position to earn some money. So a lot of people they have trouble overcoming adversity and really, you know, putting the work in or figuring out solutions. So they just sit there and they do nothing. But he made stuff
right.
happen. So
Yeah,
shout out to him. I do hope to talk to him. I can't wait to hear that story.
yeah.
But now let's get down to the nitty gritty. People what they want to know the numbers. Well, how much did he make and how many hours? Do you remember exactly? Or I could just go to the
It was
screenshots.
$2,002 and some
Hmm.
change.
Yep. All right. It's $2,002, and I got both of the screenshots right here. On Uber, it was 13 hours and 36 minutes, 34 trips for $331. I could just give me 1 second. this.
There we go.
So y'all see, so y'all see it right there. Let me move the mic over a little bit. All right, so y'all can see the numbers right there, and this will also be on the screen. I mean, at the beginning, and on Lyft, it was 40 rides, 12 hours, 30 minutes for $1,671.40. So y'all can see that right there. Now, not too shabby. So that's a little over 2,200. Really, what 2,300 with the? I mean, not 23, $2,003 with the change. So not too shabby. So now a lot of people gonna be like, "How the hell did you make all that money and 13 about what 26 hours or so?
Yeah, basically.
26,
So
27
the
hours. Mm-hmm.
so on the Lyft app they have a refer a driver, and
Okay.
if they hit a certain amount of rides within their first 30 days, then they'll give you a $1,200 bonus.
Oh hell
And
yeah.
so yeah, as soon as I got that 1,200, I was off to the races
I
and just
like that.
knocked out that quick $800. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
and
that.
that was
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing, and just get on here just to inspire people that if you live in a bigger city than mine, then you have no excuses, and
Yeah.
especially if you don't have a car, you can just go on the Uber platform and go to the rental options, and if you go to rental options, they'll show vehicles for you, and they if you get one of the cheaper ones, it's about 30 some dollars a day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you have no excuses to not get out here and make a good living for yourself and for the people around you.
Oh, absolutely. So let's address something real quick because you already know what the haters gonna say.
Yeah,
They gonna look at the hours, but oh well, he only got that because he referred somebody. So before you give your response, I want to respond to that. I think that's a great thing because if you can make $2,000 the easy way, why not make it the easy way? Because a lot of people
yeah,
they complain like, "Oh, well, look how many hours you got to put in to make $2,000." You put the hours in, they complain. You don't put the hours in, you make $2,000 the easy way
yeah,
by driving. You had to do some type of work because imagine if you didn't drive right and you just try to refer a friend, but hey, drive Uber, you would have never got the
yeah,
money because you had to pretty much sell them on the idea to drive. So I'm pretty sure you had to show them screenshots of $1,500, $1,800 or more to convince them, all right, this is a good opportunity. Yeah, I will sign up and I would try it out. So now you got the referral bonus, so you can make $2,000 the easy way. So from time to time, I do. I think now on Uber, I can't get any more referrals because they said I've done too many. So my referrals
oh
are
yeah.
over for Uber. But
Oh yeah, and that's not even the issue either. Because back when it was just me doing the Uber by myself, I was bringing in still 15 to $1,700 a week, only working like 60 hours. And now I got my wife helping me out with it too. So she'll bring in 1,000, I'll bring in 1,000. That's 2 racks a week. So we both want to get up together. So at the end of the day, it all worked out.
hey, man, I'm here for it. So, and one thing about people, man, you can't make them happy because, like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
either they gonna find a way to complain about the the
the
hours that you put in
gas,
to make it,
the
or
depreciation, and yeah,
complain about that, or they gonna complain about, oh well, he didn't really make 2 racks because he got a referral. $2,000 is $2,000. Don't hate on this man because he got $2,000 the easy way, and you could honestly do the same thing. How can you not refer one person if people have been driving for, let's say, 8 months to a year? Let's say, yeah, about a year, right? And if you was making 1,500, yeah, let's say 1,500. If you making $1,500 or more a week, you can find one person that you could refer
yeah,
that'll be interested. Because think about it. Most
Yeah,
people, how many people are really making $1,500 a week at their job?
yeah, they're hustling and they're going hard for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're working hard, long hours too, just for that 1,500.
yeah.
You
So
you you come on the Uber and the Lyft platform, you can make that easily within like 40, 50 hours.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. About like yep. About 45, 50 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have the option to make more if you decide to. So that's what I seen. That's the potential I've seen in it.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Hmm.
agree, man. And so like I said, I like it because if you could refer somebody and they sign up, I mean, that means you had to put some type of work in to be able to pitch them on the idea, and
Yeah,
they believed in you, so you sold them on the idea, and I'm pretty sure that they hit their money, and hopefully they enjoyed the experience or enjoyed driving. I know it's not for everybody, but hey, 2 racks a week is 2 racks a week. I don't give a damn what nobody say, man. No, you $1,600 because they would love to take it. Because look how many hours I had to do. But shit, 13, you get a free 1,200. You lighten up the load for yourself for that particular week. Maybe you have more opportunity and more time to spend with family, friends, or do other things. So yeah, like yeah, I
yeah.
I agree. And a few more questions, before we get up out of here. Now since you driving, been doing this for a few months now. Uh, in your experience, why do you think this challenge is so important?
I believe the word possible is a very important word because
Mm.
it's possible to make the 2 racks a week. If you really have to make it, and if and if, like let's say I don't know, you need to have X amount of dollars by in a couple months, or you 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 can make that because when there's a so what's that saying? When there's a
There's
why,
a
there's a way.
yeah
Yeah,
when there's a yeah I like that. I
yeah.
actually like that when there's a why, there's a way.
Yeah, and if you have something like you really gotta like save up money for, like by the end of this week, next month, it's possible. It's possible for you to make that amount of money if you really need to at the end of the day. Or
Hmm.
if you're saving up for a vacation or you have a certain goal you want to meet, it's possible for you to make it, and that's the whole reason why I believe it's important.
Man, I agree with everything you just said, man. The possibility, and I think most importantly, proving to yourself, man. A lot of people they don't know who they are. Uh, they really haven't really pushed themselves, so they don't know what their true capabilities or their limitations are. They just automatically block off like, well, look how many hours I'm done. It could be something as like, oh, 55, 60 hours. That's a lot of hours. I don't want to do it. And they're done. They're mentally weak. They're done already. And I'm just like, damn, 60 hours. Like, shit, imagine doing 84 or 89 or 90 or 100. That is a lot of hours. So if you
Yeah,
can't do
and
like 60, which in reality, if you break it down, one step at a time, 60 hours, let's say you divide that by 7, take out my calculator, 60 divided by 7. That's 8.5 hours, bro. if if that's 8 hours and 30 minutes a day to get 60 hours, it is not too difficult or it's not as difficult as you think. So the choice is yours, man.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah, were you about to follow up and say something after that?
Oh no, yeah,
Mhm.
I was just going off of what you were saying, that
Yeah,
just the whole possibility, and that if you need to make this certain amount of money, then yeah, it's there. You can go make it, and if if you get kicked off one platform, you can hop on the next platform and still work more than 12 hours if you really need to. It's there.
exactly.
There's too much money on the table.
Exactly, man. It's money out here, but people, um, shit, they don't want it. And two more two more things. Uh, like why? Like why should somebody go out here, embrace the work, or try to make 2 racks a week? because people they'll see it like, I don't care. I'm good with just making 1,200 or 1,400. That that's good enough for me. So like, what is the reason? Like, why, in your opinion, you think they should do it?
Well, my why is definitely my wife and kids' future.
Mm.
I don't want my family to be without. I want them to have all their needs met. I don't like being out of like me, like I always stock up on everything. Like I always buy too much. I always just stock up on all kinds of like house goods and
Hmm.
this and that. Just the whole thing, the whole uh just having my family be straight and us not being able to worry about money, and
Yeah.
it's just great. I can't complain about it.
Absolutely, man. And I think that's a fantastic thing is having something that you care about. That's emotional that you can emotionalize. Because when times get tough, like it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be days where you don't
Yeah,
feel like doing it, or that you want to give up, or that you quit, or something may happen, like a hiccup, or whatever the case is. You're gonna have that reason why, and constantly remind yourself this is why you're doing it. This is why you're going out here putting in the hours. This is why you're trying to make or 2 racks a week. This is why you're striving to be the best version of yourself is because you have something greater, a greater purpose than just sitting here, showing up, going to work, and not understanding why you're working, like what most people do. If you ask any of these passengers, why do you work? I don't know. Gotta pay bills.
yeah,
Gotta work. How else you gonna pay bills? How else you gonna get money?
yeah.
Just having that purpose, man. And one last thing for the people out here who are thinking about driving, you know, who have a bunch of limitations, ex or unrealistic expectations, or drivers who've been driving who haven't made 2 racks. What would you say to them? Like, what type of advice would you give them?
I would just let them know, like, going back to what I was saying, like if you're in a low market or a big market, at the end of the day, like there's too much money on the table, and if you're unsure about it, watch Ronnie's videos. He's tested his market, and he's interviewed people all around the country who've tested their market. Even myself, being in a low populated city, there's there is a way. There's a why. There's a way, and if you want to go out there and make better for yourself, it's there. You just gotta make the decision to go out there and do it.
Mm, absolutely, man. The choice is yours. It all starts off with a choice and with the goal to do it in the first place. If you don't have the idea, you don't have the goal to go out there and make 2 racks a week or be the best, then you're not going to do it. Simple as that. And you're going to find ways, you're going to find excuses to justify your failures. And that's what most people do. They focus on a bunch of stuff that's irrelevant, that's really not going to help them prosper or get them closer to their goals. So, um, simple to say, man. That's all I have to say. Chris, he said it all. I couldn't have said it any better than that. So, shout out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is the first winner of the 2 racks a week challenge in New Mexico. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I don't recall interviewing nobody from New Mexico. So, shout out to you. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is a market of 500,000 people, less than 600,000 people. So, it's volume there. It's about execution and seeing what your market is truly worth. Because you got to keep in mind, most people, they're not cut like this. They don't want to go out there. They don't want to do it. They want to be lazy. And especially if they're signed up to do this full time, most of them are extremely lazy because you can. Like nobody's holding you accountable. It's all on you. So you could work as much or as least as you like. And most people gonna choose the path of least resistance and not work. and they make excuses. So, but we're not doing it over here. Another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all next week or whenever I post another winner. Until next time, drum roll, guitar, piano, violin. Ronnie Speed, over and out. Mr. 2 racks a week. Holla back. Peace.
2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.